Piazzale Michelangelo or Michelangelo Square.
Okay.
Looked like somebody just got married here. I was surprised it was closed. Let's try that.
Yeah, because of the accident
Oh, okay.
before.
Oh my
You
god.
asshole. Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
See that?
Oh,
Either
because
hit us
it's
let
because
us
it's
go.
Porsche.
Yeah,
Because
of
it's
course.
Porsche.
Because
I
what?
get that.
It's a porch.
I get that. I get that. Sorry.
That's okay.
No, there's assholes all over the world.
Or-
Can't believe he did that.
Mhm.
There's 2 cars ahead of us.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Anyway, so we go back to our tour. Yeah. So yeah, we're heading to Piazzale Michelangelo. Yeah. So for me, this is my first year experience. You know, when it's really hard for you because you're adapting the culture and also the language. Right. My first year here in Florence was really hard, and also I believe to what other people says. Right. Because because they are here before me. So for the whole year I was believing that the statue the statue over there is Michelangelo for 1 year. Yeah, but it wasn't. It was a David, yeah, made by Michelangelo Buonarroti. It was David who killed Goliath.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
David?
Yes,
Okay, a replica.
a replica. Yeah. So we
Cement.
had 3 copies of this. We have one here, one in also in front of the old palace. Okay, and the third one was in British Museum. Okay, the original one was in Galleria Academia. You went there before? Yeah, the Academia at the Academia Galleria.
Yeah, at Academia we saw.
Yeah,
David,
so
the real one.
Yeah. The third one was quite different than the others because it was given by the Duke of Toscana to the Queen Victoria, but the Queen doesn't want to accept that because it was naked.
Yeah.
Inappropriate for the Queen. So the Queen says, if you put covers on that private part, then I will accept that. So the one in British Museum has a fig lips cover, which is made here in Florence.
Oh.
There's a lot of replicas all over the world, but this tree is made in Florence. Beautiful.
So where is the other David you're talking about? You said it.
This one,
Uh-huh.
and then the second one was.
I don't see it. That's why I'm asking.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm
wait
sorry.
till you
We
see
just
it. That's okay.
a little bit traffic. Yeah, that one.
Okay, now I see him, and he is not covered.
Yes.
Okay.
Naked or Palazzo Signoria.
And that's the one that was given to the Queen.
No,
that's
the one is given to the Queen is in British Museum. So yeah, and now I'm gonna play you the audio guide. Michelangelo Square. And this is the loggia.
Let's pass the Porsche.
Yes.
This large square, truly a balcony on the city, was created between 1865 and 1875, introducing in Florence for the first time the concept of the touristic panorama. It's the work of Giuseppe Ponchi and was realized during the period when Florence was the capital of the new Kingdom of Italy, a title inherited from Turin in 1865 and ceded to Rome in 1871. The monument in the center is a sculptural survey of Michelangelo's works, which includes bronze copies of the David, as well as the allegorical figures from the Medici tombs in the Basilica of San Lorenzo. In fact, Poggi's original idea
Beautiful.
was that the entire square should become a museum dedicated to Michelangelo. The large loggia, which closes the square at the southern end, was intended to hold the casts of the artist's masterpieces.
That's right.
Instead, it became, and still is today, a cafe and restaurant. The view from the square also takes in Porta di Belvedere, or Fort Belvedere, the ancient defensive walls, the Ponte Vecchio and Vasari corridor, Palazzo Vecchio, the Tower of the Bargello, the Cathedral Complex with the cathedral, Giotto's bell tower, and the baptistry, the tower of the Abbey of Florence, Santa Croce with its 19th century bell tower, the synagogue with its green oxidized copper cupola, and, in the distance before us, the three hills of Fiesole with its cathedral. A breathtaking postcard panorama. It's not by chance that the whole of Florence's historic center was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1982.
So yeah, when Michelangelo made it, he was only 26 years old. Yeah, and it's been inspiration to the many artists because it was like a story of David, the battle of Michelangelo, because he was fighting against the giant artists of Medici. That means Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael. No? Yeah, so it's
That's
become
pretty cool.
yeah. So and we know that the story of David before he fights Goliath, he was dressed up with the full battle gear, and he took that away because he's not used to it, right? So as if you can see, this like naked man has a slingshot on his hands, and then three rocks on the other hand. Yeah. So here I'll let you go here. So you can stay here from 5 to 10 minutes, and then we will go. So Rob, let me show you the city of Florence. I mean Piazzale Michelangelo. So this is Piazzale Michelangelo or Michelangelo Square. So I'm using this car to draw. So I'm using this car to tour the whole city. That is David of Michelangelo. But this is only a replica. Okay. The original one is in Galleria Accademia. It's a white marble. And this is also a laundry. This is now a restaurant and cafe. The plan is to make this as a museum for Michelangelo. But they decided to bring Michelangelo on the piazza. Yeah, as you can see, this is a panoramic views. Yeah, and that hill is the hill is Fiesole, old city, Florence. That is the cathedral. So, let's gonna go back to our tour. The clients come back 15 to 10 minutes. Yeah, yeah, baby. Oh,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Thank you. We got our little souvenirs.
Oh, that's nice.
So, how many kids do you have? Twins, or do you have other kids too?
Yeah, we have twins and teen kids.
The
They're
big kids,
yeah,
and they're in
they
Philippines,
they are all here now, madam.
and they live in the Philippines.
Here,
They live here too. And how
yes,
old are they?
16 and 18.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
Yeah, they're big. Well, maybe the next question is, how old are you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, jeez.
I'm 27. I'm just like Luke's, like this, but
You look really young, man.
yeah, that is the ancient defensive wall, as if you can see. Oops.
Another
Oh,
board. Is
oh.
that the same?
Oh, no,
It's
this
the
is
same
good.
household or another one? Jeez.
They maybe forgot that we are a tour, and we have the right to do this. We have privilege to do slowly.
Yeah, but I don't think Italians are super nice, are they?
I mean, not all, but some really understand that. Yeah,
Hot temper.
yeah, hot temper. Yeah, let's say. And as of today, like it's been 3 years that we. This is just the first year that we open. The Italy has opened, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because of
So
the
that's
COVID.
why it's so crowded.
The COVID,
everywhere.
yeah. And for 3 years, we were not getting used to like there's no people, there's no traffic. You
Yeah,
know
they're
what I
used
mean?
to not having
Yeah,
any traffic.
it's like
What
it's
were
like
you
a ghost
doing
town.
back then?
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, my job is I'm working in the supermarket. So yeah, I'm really lucky that I got that. But yeah, like for the second year of COVID, there will no job here. Like all are not functioning. Restaurant, tourists, nobody can come in and nobody can come out. Can go out. Yeah,
Yeah.
in Italy. So yeah, that was devastating years also. But yeah, after that, this is the first year and 70%, 80%, because right now even the Asians are coming.
For the while, the Asians weren't coming, huh?
Yeah, that's really like we were expecting the groups of Chinese, Malaysian, Filipinos, all of Japan,
Yeah.
but they're not coming. There was just the blind spot, the
Yeah.
window spot, which is there's no where are they? So yeah, they're right now they're visible. The Asians are visible right now.
Is that the majority of tourism that you have from Asia?
No, the majority
It's
is American. Most the first wave is really American, Canadian, and European. The first wave,
Oh, okay.
the first wave of the tourists, which is good signs for
But
the.
just in general, what is your biggest population of tourists?
Oh, I don't have information about them. Yeah,
What's the minimum wage here?
1,200
Okay,
euros.
that's not bad
Yeah.
compared to other countries.
This is Sistema de Poggio. This is a four-layer waterfalls. 1, 2, 3, and the fourth is at the bottom of the tower.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a abandoned waterfall before because it was look, it was outside city. See that ancient defensive wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. So during the time, if you're living outside city, outside the wall, you don't have protection. Yeah, it was over 400 years when it was created.
That was BC?
Huh?
400 BC?
No, 400, 1400s.
Oh, okay.
1400, sorry. So yeah, as if you can see, this is the extension of ancient defensive wall, and the tower is part of the wall.
What's the price of a medium house here?
250.
Average, 250?
Yeah.
Okay.
See this? Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah, look at the rock formation inside. That was
Wow.
really natural. The arc is man-made. The whole is man-made.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, it's awesome.
Combination of architecture and engineering, they build this beautiful arts. Giuseppe Poggi. Still the part of the wall.
Any celebrities live around here? I mean, Florence?
Yeah, but they are not really visible in this area.
Yeah, but like who or royalty
Yeah.
or something?
Not really. Not really. So we're going now to enter in Porta San Miniato. That means a door, big door. See, that's beautiful.
So this was the wall that protected the city, right?
Yes, it was founded by the Romans before 60 BC, but there's a lot of reconstruction and rebuilding to protect the city. Yeah, all these designs that you saw, this is like influence of uh, the Romans. Yeah, the Roman Empire.
And our homes here downtown are expensive.
Here, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like
But
this,
most,
all homes. Yeah.
yeah. But before, the most expensive land is inside the wall.
Okay.
But emphasized by,
Yeah. Yeah.
the most expensive is outside.
Okay.
Now it's more expensive
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
But,
Thank you. Kings 20 years onwards.
yes.
So we started
There.
oh over there. Oh yeah. Okay, I walked down there.
Is this the bridge created by Michelangelo? No, that's the other one, right? Designed by Michelangelo.
Designed by, yeah. The-
So what was she saying? That they lived on top of the Medicis.
They had a path.
So nobody could see him.
Yeah.
Silica di San Miniato. National Library of Florence. Florence's National Library is a building of great cultural relevance. Completed in the 1930s, the library is built from Florentine sandstone in an eclectic style that recalls elements of medieval and Renaissance architecture. The library's current collection contains roughly 10 million items, housed on 130 kilometers, approximately 81 miles, of shelves. Included are printed books, manuscripts, pamphlets, autographs, and precious one-of-a-kind volumes of historical significance. Unfortunately, the 1966 Arno River flood had a ruinous effect on the building and its contents, submerging it up to the first floor or the second level. Today, a distinct difference in the color of the external walls shows the height reached by the river's water.
Talking about this.
Thanks to the immense work of the mud angels, among whom were thousands of students who found themselves in Florence immediately after the tragedy, and to the skillful work of the Center for Restoration, Many of the works were saved, but there is still much to be done. Maximum volume.
Yeah. So as if you can see that the
Yeah.
gray color on the wall.
Oh, that's how far up it was.
That's the level of the water.
Wow.
Where there are two floods that happens in 1966 and then 1557. Okay, but the most devastating ones is the 1966.
1966?
Yes.
Wow.
That was the level of the water.
At 1966. Oh, that's too bad. And they didn't have any protection or warning or
Yeah.
anything. Okay.
Yeah, it happens because of the continuous raining. Since
Uh-huh.
the Florence is in a basking area where we are surrounded by the hill, so
Okay.
all the water comes in
Kind of
one
like a valley.
in one river. Yeah,
Yeah.
this one, the river. Okay, the Lungarno. So yeah, it flooded. It's
Do
really
they
big.
guard against that now? Do they have any guards?
Yeah,
against it?
after 1966, it was never happened again. They know that they learned the lesson and they study how to separate the water and to also become a natural resources, like because there's a lots of water, right? So
Okay.
they spread all this
So they
water,
spread it out. They
yeah,
use it.
yeah,
Okay.
and use it.
Okay.
And also, yeah, it became inspiration to the many other cities because there's a lot of cities which is also not yet resolved their flooding
Haven't solved their
situations.
flooding
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, from yeah. So right now in front of you is Basilica di Santa Croce. This is where Michelangelo, Galilei,
Uh-huh.
and Niccolo Machiavelli was buried. Okay,
Wow. Wow.
so
that's
listen to
crazy.
the audio back.
Michelangelo's buried here?
Yes.
Wow. Can we go in there?
There's a payment to go there,
Uh-huh.
so it will take you 30 minutes for you to explore everything inside.
That's
Okay,
okay.
that was really
Okay.
beautiful.
So Galileo, Michelangelo, and Raphael are buried here.
This
That's
square
crazy.
Wow.
is
Listen.
dominated by the Basilica of Santa Croce, or
Santa
Basilica
Croce.
of the Holy Cross, which
And that
rises
is Dante, right?
distinctively on the eastern side of the square.
Dante's not buried here.
Its neo-Gothic facade was realized in the 19th century by the Jewish architect Niccolo Matas, which accounts for the presence of the Star of David in the
There's
triangular
the Star of
panel.
David at the top.
The church itself, however, is much older. Its construction began in 1294 to a design by Arnolfo di Cambio and was finished in 1444.
200.
Thanks to the financial contributions of the important families of the district,
I'm still
Santa
awestruck that
Croce
they have a
became
Jewish
one
star
of
on
the
top of the
largest
Catholic
and
Church.
most beautiful churches in the city. The church's grand dimensions reflect the vastness of the district's population, with which the Franciscans immediately established a close and fruitful relationship. Today, apart from its artistic patrimony, the Basilica of Santa Croce is most well known as the burial place of many famous Italian artists and important personages. Michelangelo Buonarroti, Galileo Galilei, and Niccolo Machiavelli are among the most famous to be buried here.
Unbelievable.
Even the father of the Italian language, Dante Alighieri, was supposed to be buried here, and a tomb was prepared. However, the city of Ravenna, last refuge of the poet in his exile from Florence, persists in their firm opposition to the transfer of the divine poet's remains. The statue of Dante, found to the left of the facade, dates back to 1865, the year of the magnificent celebrations marking the 600th anniversary of Dante's birth. The planned prestige and opulence of the events was one of the reasons Florence was highlighted when it came time to choose a new capital for the young kingdom of Italy.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Those three guys are here.
Yeah.
What's the name of it again?
Basilica di Santa Croce, or the Holy Cross.
Santa Cruz. Okay.
The Holy
And then
Cross.
they have the Star of David at the top.
Yes.
That just cracks me up. Okay.
Yes. How many days are you gonna stay here in Florence?
I will leave tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but we just were here yesterday and today.
Yeah. So maybe later. Anyway, I'm gonna show you also some Silica which is open.
I'd like to go in there. Just
Murano's here.
I'm sorry, what?
Murano.
What?
Murano.
Morano class. Yeah. I was thinking that.
Is there an opera house here?
Opera House, yeah.
Oh yeah?
In Piazza San Felice at the back of the old palace.
Do you think they have a show tonight?
I don't think so, but you can check in the internet.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they ride their bikes on
I
the
know.
stone. I mean, the stone is so slippery, man.
Mm-mm. This is actually a Pietra Santa, the strong stones.
Okay.
Yeah, that they use in the streets.
2.99 cents. That's a dollar store.
Yeah, dollar store.
That was it. Do we see here?
I love it. I mean, there's so many little things to see.
So we are going to pass also in the only fully functional hospital
Uh-huh.
here in the center. Okay, it's called Santa Maria Nova, Ospedale Santa Maria Nova.
Besides tourism, what's the other economical movement here in Florence?
I guess it is also the wine, yeah, and yeah, the olive oils. Yeah, that's it.
And leather.
Leather, exactly, leather. Yeah,
Wine,
this
Chianti is a big area here, right?
yeah, this is a built in 1200s. Porco Portinari. Porco Portinari is the father of Beatrice,
This
the
is a
girlfriend.
hospital?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
the girlfriend of Dante Alighieri.
Wow.
So yeah,
Girlfriend
that's very
of who?
beautiful.
Dante Alighieri.
Dante Alighieri. There inside also the table of Michelangelo that he used when he studied the human anatomy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but nobody wants to be there.
Nobody wants to see it?
Yeah, because it's a
I would
hospital.
like to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hospital. Like some people are like, oh, it's really good to being sick there. You know, it's like it feels like more like you're in the museum, not in the hospital. Yeah, but you know, most of people like afraid being sick, and they don't want to go to the hospital. So yeah, this street is also like one of the most photographic image and also painted image. Look at that.
Look at that. Look.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
beautiful.
That's a
Really
Duomo,
beautiful.
right?
Yes, that's a
Okay.
Duomo. That's a
Take a
cathedral.
picture of
Yeah, while they're passing. Yeah, you have more. Yeah, they still have
Got it.
more. Yeah, you're really good. You're really good in time. Oh yeah, that's a good timing. Yeah. So
Are these private homes?
private homes, hotels. So yeah,
Who is the biggest family now besides one? I know the Medici are not here anymore. What
yeah.
what family kind of runs the economy here?
I mean, I don't think so.
There's no.
There's no more famous
Okay.
names
Okay.
aside from the Medici. And right now, all these palace are running by the government.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to the questions, are they still living? Nobody knows,
Okay.
but we know that they. It's like an elephant in the room. Okay.
Yeah, they say there's no more, but I believe the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
They have said.
If you are really that rich and then you prepared all the things in the future, how
Yeah.
much more your next generation?
Yeah.
Never really know. Maybe they just change things. So this is the first palace of the Medici
Mhm.
on your right.
This one here.
Yeah, the first residence of the Medici.
Palazzo de Medici.
See that?
Uh-huh.
Listen to the audio guide very carefully.
Palazzo Medici Riccardi, Medici Riccardi Palace. The powerful dynasty of the Medici had its origins in the Mugello, a hilly region to the north of Florence. Moving to Florence in the 1200s, the Medici soon became one of the richest and most influential families of the city. The palace here before us, Palazzo Medici Riccardi, is testimony to this affluence and prestige. The palace is a project of the architect Michelangelo, commissioned around 1445 by Cosimo il Vecchio, or Cosimo the Elder, patriarch of the Medici family. Initially, Cosimo approached Brunelleschi with the project, but, being a shrewd politician, he declined the architect's commission because of its excessive magnificence, which would be sure to arouse the envy of his fellow citizens. Cosimo therefore awarded the commission to the more discreet Michelozzo, who created a cubic building with an imposing yet somber and austere external aspect, set around a square central courtyard with Corinthian columns. A portal from the courtyard allowed access to the garden enclosed by high walls. The palace would become one of the models for civil architecture in the Renaissance in Florence and beyond. The facade is a masterpiece of sobriety and subdued elegance, though it has some unusual features, such as the use of ashlar, which in the Middle Ages was normally reserved for use in public buildings that served as the seat of city government. The exterior is divided into 3 levels, with the ashlar being graduated, protruding on the ground floor, more flattened on the first floor, and characterized by smooth slabs on the second floor, highlighting the lightening of bulk towards the top and thus giving the impression the building is taller than it actually is.
Yeah.
Returning to street level, a Particular note at the corner of the palace are the neat windows, so neat that it resembles legs hanging down of the windows' side supports. These, of Palazzo Medici, were the very first of their kind, and were probably built on a design by Michelangelo Buonarroti. The palace is situated in a strategic location, very near to the churches favored by the family, San Lorenzo, San Marco, and the Duomo. For this reason, this district came to be called the Medici Quarter. The palace is rich with decorations. One of the first, and among the most significant, is the Cappella dei Magi, or the Chapel of the Magi, a frescoed masterpiece by the Florentine Benozzo Gozzoli.
Okay. So yeah, this is San Lorenzo, Basilica di San Lorenzo, and at the back of this is the mausoleum of the Medici. So that means all the members of the family is there buried. Okay, I'll play you the origami.
Medici?
The Medici. Yeah. On the back of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're going to start.
Yeah, this is the Cappella di Medici, the Medici Chapel.
Yep, we had breakfast this morning here.
Yep.
And this is the beginning of the market.
Yes.
The new sacristy in the left transept of the church, together with the so-called Cappella dei Principi, Chapel of Princes, which is situated behind it, form the Medici Chapel, the official mausoleum of the ruling Medici family. The building was the idea of Cosimo I de' Medici as a monument to celebrate the magnificence and power of the Medici dynasty after the submission of Siena in 1555 and the establishment of the Grand Duchy of Tuscany. It was left to his son, Grand Duke Ferdinand I, however, to realize the project, giving the commission of building the chapel to the architect Matteo Migi. Started in 1605, this rare example of Florentine Baroque architecture was crowned around 1640 by the monumental dome, whose shape recalls that of the Duomo. Of particular note are the internal walls and floor of the Chapel of Princes, which are covered with precious stones and polychrome marble. The occupants of this extraordinary covering knew a great deal of the incredible wealth of the clients. The inlay work took place over many centuries, being completed in the 20th century by Occupatio della Pietra, a workshop of several precious stones. More than 50 members of the Medici family are buried inside the chapel, including the last family descendant, Anna Maria Luisa, also known as Ludovica. It would be this great lady who, in her extreme foresightedness, would obligate the house of Habsburg-Lorraine, inheriting line of the Grand Duchy of Tuscany, to sign the so-called Family Pact in 1743. This contract consigned the riches accumulated by the Medici over the centuries as part of the Grand Duchy to the House of Habsburg-Lorraine, but stipulated that nothing could be transported or taken outside the capital, Florence, or state, Tuscany, of the Grand Duchy, and charged that they should maintain the collection, quote, in good condition for the state, for the use of the public, and in order to attract the curiosity of foreigners, end quote.
Yeah.
That was amazing. What she did.
Yeah.
That was the 1700s. Can you imagine thinking that way?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So till today, they are earning monies with their bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And the question is, who's gonna take care of it? The government. It was in the
Of course.
government. We never really know, but it still can be, yeah, the Medici.
Drive around in this.
So yeah, that is the cathedral. See that there's a lot of people up in there.
Uh-huh. Is that the place where you can climb to the top?
Yes. Oops.
Is it hard to get a ticket to get up there?
Yeah, you should reserve first before you can get up there. So right now we're heading towards to. I'm gonna show you the world's famous pharmaceutical, the world's famous pharmacy, the oldest pharmacy.
Oh
Yeah, have you heard that?
yeah, but I didn't know it was around here.
Okay, it was here.
What? Oh yeah.
So yeah, have you heard the Black Death pandemic during 1347?
Yes.
Yeah,
What?
that's devastates also. There's
Like that.
the Black Death pandemic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there is a
Kill
happened
almost 50 million people in Europe, right?
Oh, the plague.
Yeah.
exactly the plague. So yeah, so we're heading to the old pharmacies. Before it's not a because right now it is a Casa del Profumo.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a house of perfume right now. But
Okay.
before, where they were doing all this, they made the white rose, white rose oil that they built to clean the surroundings, to disinfect. So at that moment, 1470, after the pandemic, the Caterina Medici asked this old pharmacies to create a perfume. They asked the monks. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it became famous because of that, because Caterina Medici brought this into in France to marry the king, okay, Second Henry. So yeah, he built this. He put a business, which is bringing this perfume to France, and became famous all over the world. Yeah, during the Black Death pandemic, in front of Santa Maria Novella is the hospital of San Paulo, where they treat this sick and pilgrims to clean, because before they don't understand the microbes, yeah, they are clueless of this pandemic before, so that's why there's a lot of people. So the only thing is to be safe is to be cleaned or separated from the others. Yeah. So which is right now the clarity of this, what happens us today. The quarantine started, the 40 days
Uh-huh.
being separated to many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it came from that word quarantine, quarantena. So yeah, so that's the solution of their problem during the Black Death pandemic. Yeah, so they decided that there's a lot of products which is also like a herbal. They use this herbal things to clean a person or to clean the surroundings, to disinfect. Yeah, so please, if you could, if it is open, see and take a quick look on this. It's really beautiful inside. Yeah.
What's on the right? The train station?
This is the central train station.
Okay.
The name of the perfume that she brought in France is L'Acqua de la Regina.
L'acqua della Regina.
Yeah, La Regina.
What's Regina? It's a
The
name?
queen. Yeah, it's a queen.
Queen Regina, right?
Yeah, queen. The queen. So yeah, I'll let you enter in this place. Yeah, see that Santa Maria Novella? There's a black line there. Yeah, you can go down and then I'll wait for you here. Okay.
Okay.
Don't forget to take pictures. Yeah.
Bakit pa ako magpapakialam? Bakit pa yung magbabasahin ng ano? Kasi bago kasi siya eh. Bago siya. I mean, bagong masahista siya. Hindi siya yung nagbasang pinakatong masahista. So siya bago siya. So habang minamassage niya ako ng gano'n, no? Sarap na sarap siya sa paglamas eh.
Ay,
Alam mo
masahista.
yun? Alam mo yung feeling, hindi ko alam kung natutuwa siya nilalamas o kung nai-stress siya. Kasi sabi ko sa kanya, kasi parang dadalawang isip siyang i-massage yung dibdib ko. Kasi nga, minassage na yung katawan ko, lower part. Di ba nag-aangat na yun? So, tinampan niya yung dibdib ko ng dalawang towel. Yung towel yung kasama yung kami. Kasi kasama sa pag-massage yung kami. Ewan ko, dinis na ko yung tata nila yung kidney ko. Tapos, nakatakip sa boobs. Sabi ko sa kanya, I want to massage you. Kasi bago lang siya. Pinalingan ng pag-massage mo.
Saya naman nun, massage. Ning, ikaw, gusto mo rin ba ng massage?
Same price. magkano binabayad ko? Mga nasa 800. Ganda naman ang ang ganda naman ang
Nawala.
sarap ng massage.
Ayun.
Papamassage natin.
Dala ako sa mga nagmamassage. Ayoko na umulit.
Kasi pa ba sa pagpapamassage yung secret question?
Depende kung meron siya talagang gustong i-hit.
Kasi, dati naman talaga, nagpapamassage ako. Talagang minamassage yung secret ko. Kasama naman siya. Kaso kasi, siguro dahil bago siya. Nakatulog kasi ako, nakatulog ako habang nakamassage. Tapos minamasahe niya yung secret.
Ito kaya? Massage.
Pero pag may minasahe ka, after nun, parang lalas bakit yung likod mo siya.
Yeah, baby. Pulitura. Ng ngipin.
Ganun mo daw. Ginawa mo doktor orthopedics. Ganun mo. Iba yun. At masarap dito. Kaso mas mahal yung menu. Kasi delikado yung shape. Delikado. Ang sarap. Masarap ang masarap niya. I don't know why. Pagkano yung kahit sa pet at mura lang. Dito pinakamababang pa 5,000. Kasi talagang, ano sa kanila, talagang, I mean, ako, marami na ako nasubukan. Massage yung ano talaga. Pag ito bang stress ako, nagpapamasage talaga ako. So, tinatry ko yung kata. Marami kasi. Sa kanila lang talaga ako talagang tumakatag every week talaga sa kanila. Dati kasi may massage pa ako lang. From foot to ano talaga, ulo. Tapos massage ko pa nila yung ano mo, yung batok mo, tapos yung matry ko dito, pinasukan ko sabi nila, tapos Chinese. Tapos ang ganda niya sa pinto. Eh, nung pumunta ako, namasid ako. Pagtingin ko, matanda na. Gago yung picture 10 years ago, 50 years ago. Oo nga, matanda na. Kumamot kami ng pare-pare kaya. Napumasay siya lang gusto ko dito kasi sila provided malinis, like literally malinis. Bigyan ka nila ng care cap, tapos disposable underwear, so lahat ng hindi lang that's all we should do.
Yeah, naka-live din.
Ingat tol.
Naka-live din ako sa YouTube. Medyo may kamahalan, depende sa type mo. Let's say sabihin natin budget ka na mga 150 sa isang hotel. Ganda na yun.
$150?
Oo, $150 sa isang gabi. Meron din naman mura. Pero yun nga lang, malayo dun sa mga historical places. Yeah, mas maganda, 'di ba? Kaysa sa kukuha ka ng mas mura tapos malayo naman. Mas maganda kumuha ka lang sa malapit. Hindi pa stressful pati hindi pa stressful yung pagkaka yung mga transpo. Yung iba gusto ng yung iba gusto ng panorama. Pero yung iba ayaw na nila ng komplikado. Pagbaba nila ng train station, 5 minutes sa hotel, tapos ang lalapit na ng mga yun ang pinaka maganda or pinaka practical. Again, sorry. Ano ulit, tol?
Maganda yung weather ngayon.
Ayos lang, pero medyo maulan-ulan na rin. Pero lately, ang ganda ng araw. Ang ganda ng lahat. So, yan. Isa sa mga sundin ko lang yung kliyente ko. Alam mo na kaya.
Renaissance. Renaissance de quoi? D'une véritable amour, enthousiasme. La civilisation gréco-romaine.
Yeah, so you understand what is this? Yeah. Pictures of it. Yeah.
ones. So they made their perfume here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but what were you saying?
It was started by the monks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was started by the monks. Caterina Medici asked them to make a fragrance.
Oh, it's because
Yeah.
the people were dying and she couldn't stand the stink.
Yeah,
Is that-
no. Before it was they were creating a medicine to treat the sick and the
Oh,
pilgrims.
to kill the sick.
Yeah, and the only solution for that pandemic is to be clean. So they're treating people to use herbal. Yeah, so or maybe a cream that could also disinfect the people who are sick. Okay, this is Santa Maria Novella. I don't know if you have seen this before. Santa Maria Novella, the Church of Santa Maria Novella. And in front of us is the Museo del Novecento. We have only two hospital here in Florence. This one and the other one that I'd show you. So right now it turns out into a museum. The other one looks like a museum, and this one turned out into a museum. This is where they treat the people.
But
Who
it
the sick.
still is it's a working hospital right now.
No, it's a museum right now. Museo del Novecento. Yeah.
Why is the Novecento? What's the name? It's
I don't
900.
I don't have any information for that why they named it. But also connected, what's the number of that? It's number 9. I don't know. It's
Okay,
really
well, yeah,
connected.
maybe that's it. That's
It was funny, but
right
but yeah, exactly. It was number 9, the Museo Novecento. Anyway, right now we're heading towards to Basilica di Ogni Santi. Ogni Santi means All Saints Church. Okay. So yeah, if this is open, you can get inside there. You can see the tomb of Sandro Botticelli, the one who painted the Birth of Venus and the Primavera, and also Amerigo de Vespucci, the one who named the American continent. Okay, so don't you miss that. So again, 5 minutes, and then we'll go. There's a lot more to see. This is Basilica di Ogni Santi.
Wow. Westin Hotel.
Yeah, Westin Excelsior.
Quartiere e Chiesa di Ogni Santi, All Saints Church and District. In the western part of the historic center opens the area of Borgo Ogni Santi, an area that in medieval Florence housed the friars of the Umiliati, the humble ones, one of the most industrious mendicant orders in the city, who were famous for wool processing, an activity that was favored by the proximity to the river. The neighborhood is remembered as the 15th century birthplace of two illustrious Florentines, Sandro Botticelli and Amerigo Vespucci, who were born a short distance away from each other in residences of which there is no longer any trace. The first is universally known for his masterpieces of painting, the most famous being The Birth of Venus and La Primavera, or Spring, both of which hang proudly in the Uffizi Gallery. The female faces of extraordinary beauty painted by Sandro Botticelli recall the features of Simonetta Vespucci, a relative of
I saw that
Amerigo,
yesterday.
the great navigator who went down in history for having given his name to the American continent. Both Sandro Botticelli and Amerigo Vespucci are buried in the church which dominates the square and gives its name to the district, the Church of Ogni Santi, All Saints Church. Its Baroque facade in Travertine marble, dating from 1637, is the work of Matteo Nigetti. Inside the church, we point out on the right the Vespucci family altar. In the apse, a simple circle in porphyry stone marks the tomb where Botticelli is buried under his true name, Alessandro di Mariano di Vanni Filippetti. The bronze statue in the center of the square depicts Hercules fighting the lion, a work by Romano Romanelli, one of the major representatives of the sculptural arts of the late 19th century.
Beautiful. So yeah, right now we're going to pass in the three most important bridge in Florence. Okay?
The three most,
Yeah,
the three most important what?
bridges
Bridges.
in Florence. Okay? La Caraya, Santa Trinita, and Ponte Vecchio. Okay? This is Caraya.
That was designed by Michelangelo, right?
Listen to the audio guide.
Oh no, that's the bridge.
The bridge. Yeah.
Ponte alla Caraya,
This one is
Ponte
Caraya,
Santa Trinita,
and that is Santa Trinita.
Wagon Bridge, and Holy Trinity Bridge. We are now going to cross the Arno River. With its 241 kilometers, or 150 miles, it's the longest river in Tuscany, and the fourth in Italy. The Arno originates on Monte Falterona and flows into the Tyrrhenian Sea near Pisa, the city of the Leaning Tower, which, in medieval times, was an active port and a great maritime republic. The first bridge that we see to the right, built in 1218, was named Alla Caraya, or Wagon Bridge, because it was used by wagons transporting goods. Santa Trinita, or Holy Trinity Bridge, is next, the most beautiful bridge and one of the most loved by the Florentines. Constructed in 1252, it was destroyed by a flood of the Arno in 1557 and rebuilt to a design of Bartolomeo Ammanati, a student of Michelangelo. Both of the bridges were destroyed during the Second World War and faithfully reconstructed in the 1950s. The marble statues set at the four ends of the Holy Trinity Bridge represent the four allegories of the seasons. In the distance, we can see the unmistakable silhouette of the Ponte Vecchio, or Old Bridge, one of the symbols of Florence, viewed from its most appealing side.
Okay, let's take pictures of this before we're going to listen to the audio guide. Okay, before we take picture. Okay, the old bridge.
Ponte Vecchio. From our position, we have an evocative glimpse of one of the most famous images of the city, Ponte Vecchio, or the Old Bridge. Dating back to Roman times and built at the river's narrowest point with stone pillars and wooden planks, the bridge was destroyed by a flood of the river in 1333 and rebuilt in 1345, so solidly that it has reached up to present times, withstanding the numerous floods of the Arno that followed over the centuries, including that of 1966, the most devastating of all. The distinctive trait of the Ponte Vecchio, which has made it famous the world over, is the presence on both sides of numerous small shops suspended above the Arno. In the 15th century, these were the shops of fruit and vegetable sellers, butchers, for economic issues related to rent. Ferdinand I, Grand Duke of Tuscany, replaced these stalls with goldsmith shops in 1593, making the street cleaner, more elegant, and certainly glitterier. The Ponte
Replaced it
Vecchio
with
was
what?
the only one of Florence's bridges that wasn't destroyed during World War II. It was saved thanks to a German commander's love of art. Disobeying orders by removing the explosives at the last minute, he prevented the bridge from being blown up.
Come on, let's go out and then let's take pictures. And
Okay.
okay, I'm gonna take pictures here in the middle. Wait, I'm shooting on a portrait mode. Okay, hold on. Okay. Alright, so you can pass. Okay, hold on. Yeah. So right now, I just want you to just look at each other. Just look at each other. Oh my goodness, that was really beautiful. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. So this, have you heard the Corridoio Basariano? The Corridoio Basariano. Yeah. The Corridoio Basariano is a 1 kilometer passage only for the Medici family to cross over from palace to palace. Yeah, as if you can see, that is the old palace. 1 kilometer going there on top of Uffizi. And on top of that window, that big window, see that? Yeah, that is only for the Medici family to view this magnificent, beautiful river. Can you imagine this prestige life that they have? Yeah, and what we are going now is we're going to Palazzo Pitti. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. See this? It's very beautiful. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oops. Okay. Oh, there's a box. Yeah. Fantastic.
Good stuff.
Let's see that picture of it too.
Oh, there's more. See what I mean, man? See what I mean? Can't hide that.
Okay. Ultra Arno. In front of us is the Basilica di Santo Spirito.
Okay.
So I'm also confused what is gonna be saying.
Old Toronto is a Basilica di Santo Spirito. The Old Toronto, meaning literally beyond Toronto, began developing in 1200 with the arrival of people from the countryside. Initially, tower houses were built along the river, but the area experienced significant expansion during the 16th century with the arrival of the Medici court to Palazzo Pitti, the Pitti Palace. Other noble families followed the court and built numerous prestigious palaces. The district is now home to many artisan workshops and antique dealers, as well as some illustrious museums. the main one being the Palazzo Pitti complex, another stop on our journey. The neighborhood is still very populated, which makes it characteristic and lively. An example of this is Piazza Santo Spirito, Holy Spirit Square, with its colorful market. On the side of the square nearest the river is the Basilica di Santo Spirito, Basilica of the Holy Spirit, which was founded by the Augustinian friars in the 13th century and renovated to a design by Filippo Brunelleschi in the 15th century. Inside, Brunelleschi reached the maximum expression of Renaissance architecture. Unlike the facade, which remained unfinished, the interior of the building underwent numerous modifications in the 16th century, which saw the addition of side chapels often enriched with valuable works of art. Of great importance is the wooden crucifix by Michelangelo, one of his first works, which is found in the sacristy to the left of the central nave.
Yeah.
So is there antique stores here or?
Yeah, in the area.
Okay.
And there inside, you'll see the wooden crucifix that made by Michelangelo when he was only 18 years old.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was on the left. Yeah, when you
Okay.
enter
Okay.
this. Yeah. Yeah. And then we will proceed. Actually, if you do have time later, you can go back there and then just quick.
Yeah.
You just look. There's an entrance for the to the wooden crucifix actually,
Okay.
but to enter in the basilica, there's no payment.
Okay.
Okay. The entrance for the wooden only €3 per person. Yeah. So right now we're heading to the Palazzo Pitti, the Pitti Palace.
Don't put that picture on.
Palazzo Pitti. Before us opens the steep and wide Piazza Pitti, Pitti Square, dominated at its peak by the
This is the
magnificent
PT
Palazzo
Palace.
Pitti,
Yes.
Pitti Palace, built in 1440 by Luca Pitti to a project of Filippo Brunelleschi. The burning ambition of this enterprising and wealthy merchant was to outdo the splendor of the Medici and the Strozzi, another very rich Florentine family. Luca Pitti wanted a palace of such grand dimensions as to be unequaled in the whole of the city. Initially, the palace had the appearance of a cube on 2 floors, with 7 central windows and 3 doors, dressed on the facade with sandstone of powerful rough rustication in the lower part and smooth in the upper part. The construction costs were naturally enormous, and the Pitti family endured them as long as good luck smiled upon them. In the mid-16th century, the Pitti family, finding themselves in economic difficulties, were forced to sell the family jewel to Cosimo I de' Medici, who bought it for his wife, Eleonora di Toledo. She immediately commissioned Bartolomeo
That was a good story.
Almonte to carry out expansion works. These continued into the following century and involved the extension of the facade to its current length of 205 meters, or 673 feet.
That's crazy.
The 2 side wings, on the other hand, were added in the 17th and 18th centuries. This sumptuous palace was the home of the Medici for about 2 centuries.
So they
Then
actually
of
took
the
it over.
Lorraine, their successors after the extinction of the family. From 1865 to 1870, during the period in which Florence was the capital of Italy, it became the palace of the royal family of Savoy. Today, this noble palace is an important exhibition venue in the city, as it houses world-famous museums such as the Palatine Gallery, the Gallery of Modern Art, the Silver and Porcelain Museum, and the Carriage Museum. It is also possible to visit the royal apartments and the spectacular Boboli Gardens, a typical example of an Italian garden at the rear of the palace that extends over a vast green area totaling 45,000 square meters or 11 acres. On a curious side note, on July 22nd, 1952, Palazzo Pitti saw the birth of Italian haute couture with the historic fashion show in the White Room, a name that has remained in all subsequent fashion events up to the present day, including the internationally renowned fashion shows of Pitti Man and Pitti Woman, which take place annually in the city.
Is it possible to get in here?
Yeah.
Yes, but there's a payment for the.
Yeah. Are we close to the end of our tour? Or?
Yes, actually, we're gonna go back. This is our last, and then we're gonna.
Oh, well, you can let us off here then.
Oh, okay, if you wanted to,
Do
but
you want to go in here? I would like to go in here if it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, there's a payment for you to enter in this. Okay. Yeah, actually, right now I think there's not more than there's no. I mean, it's not really like they finished the tickets. They're still available. There's a payment for the palace and there's a payment for the garden. Yeah,
Okay.
if you want that, yeah, that will be if you want.
And to go to where's the
Mhm.
Ponte Vecchio from?
Yeah, just walk straight here, like
It's right next to
like yeah, like 20 meters from here. Just a
Straight?
Ponte Vecchio.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So that'll be it. Right?
Yeah.
If
If
you were
you
taking us back, is that correct?
yeah, we are here, right? So we are here. This is where we were before, the Biblioteca Nazionale. Yeah. So yeah, Ponte Vecchio is just like here. You are here, Palazzo Pitti, and then here. Okay? Yeah. If you want that, you could just take this.
Yes.
Yeah, and thank you so much, and I hope you had a very nice tour with us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is for you, my friend.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sister.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'm gonna ask if you could write us something on Google Maps or maybe TripAdvisor.
Absolutely.
Your experience in our tour.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you.
And what was your name again?
My name is Eric, sir.
Eric.
Eric. Yeah,
Thank
Eric.
you very much.
Thank you, Eric.
Yes, thank you so much. And yeah, we need that reviews for our business.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Enjoy.
Right. How much?
Well, for I'll explain everything. So yeah, we have two types of tour. We have classic tour and grand tour. Classic tour, which you can go all the way from this red line. Okay, you can stop, take pictures, and if the basilicas are open, which is free, you can get inside and then we wait outside. This one it will take only for you 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. For only 39 euros per person. Okay, and if you want that grand tour, which you can go all the way from this red line, plus the Basilica di San Miniato up in the hill, a very beautiful panoramic view since the sun is going down, and also the Piazzale Michelangelo and a beautiful waterfalls in Piazza Poggi. Okay, this one it will take you only 1 hour and a half, maximum 2 hours, depends on the traffic, and it only costs 49 euros per person. So if you want that, I'm available right now. Yeah, that should be solid. Okay, have a nice day. Oh, there's a number at the back if you want. Yeah, here. Yeah, you can call this number and then research. My name is Eric Sheldon. I give it to you.